Oh, jeez. All right, let's hear it.
Tell me what category of fat I fit in.
Based on what level of privilege you have in the world. Someone in a small fat category may not struggle.
A small fat category? So now they're oh wow. So now we're already getting into the next level. So like basically like it's like now you got small fat. Yeah, it's like an atom, right? They're splitting the atom. I guess
getting on an airplane.
The opposite.
But someone in a mid-fat or super fat may not be able to use even the airplane extender. So that's
Jesus.
Where that comes in and like the privilege levels of like what fat means to different people.
Cope harder. Oh my goodness. You guys ever seen the movie WALL-E? That is an exact physical representation of what is to come in the near future. Nobody in that room is under 300 pounds talking about the privilege it is to fit in an airplane seat. How about the privilege it is to overconsume on calories? You guys aren't getting anywhere talking about how oppressed you are, thinking you're marginalized. No, you're just not in a calorie deficit. Like, come on, you guys put yourself in these boxes thinking you need some sort of movement. No, you need movement. Cope harder because gravity is still going to win at the end of the day.
Oh my God, bro, this guy just went in, huh?
Based on what level of privilege you have in the world. Someone in a small fat category may not struggle getting on an airplane. But someone in a mid-fat or super fat
or a super fat. I love the super fat category, bro. No food stamps for fatties starting on November 1st. Well, I don't know. I feel like they're going to find a way to get the food stamps to work. I will be shocked if the food stamps actually get canceled. I sure hope not. Yeah, has that ever happened before, that food stamps stopped working? No, the SNAP program, formerly known as food stamps, has never been fully stopped or suspended nationwide since 1964. So it could actually be no job. I think this is a big problem. I do. This is, and the big issue with this is very simple. The cutoff for food stamps should be at a higher income ratio. So basically, if you're getting food stamps right now, you basically have to be broke. But if you're broke, you can get a bunch of food. You can get a ton of fucking food. The problem is that the only people that are able to get this are broke as shit and maybe this many poor people, right? So maybe this many poor people are able to get food stamps. And what I think they should do, this is the problem, because there's a lot of, in my opinion, there's a lot of, like, what's the best way for me to say this? There's a lot of class-friendly fire here, okay? And the reason why, like, for example, like the person making $20,000 getting food stamps isn't your enemy when you're making $45,000 not getting food stamps. Your enemy is the billionaires spending $45,000 a day on bullshit. Those are your real enemies. Those are the people that are taking your fucking money. Those are the people that need to be taxed. And that's the issue. And so what needs to happen is they need to take the food stamps and they need to increase the threshold for food stamps to here and here, and maybe even here. Because really, yeah, if you're doing well, you don't need food stamps. But the problem is whenever you make the middle class hate the working class, or you make the upper working class hate the lower class, what ends up happening is that you have this class warfare, while at the same time, you have all of these rich people making billions of dollars. We're spending literally $1 trillion on the military. We're spending $1 trillion on the military. And yeah, okay, every 3 days, we blow up a boat in Venezuela. Great. I feel like I think we need a little bit more than that. Right? We need a little bit more than that. Use food stamps? Yeah, I used to use food stamps. I did. And so, actually a good take, yes. And so, in my opinion, this is what I think they should do. People might not like this. I think they should raise taxes on people that make a lot of money. I think there should probably be 2 additional tax brackets above the, what is it now, like 400 or something like that, tax brackets. There should be 2 additional tax brackets above that. So, because again, inflation, like you need to have a tax bracket for people that are making, let's say, over $5 million a year. Then you should probably have an additional tax bracket for people that are making over $30 million a year, right? And if you were able to do that, you would capture so much more revenue and you would be able to pay for more stuff. And socialism? What do you mean? The taxes right now by that definition are socialism. What do you mean? We already have it by your definition. What a stupid thing to say. So 90% of taxes have caused war. I'm not saying it should be 90%. I'm just saying it should be more than what it is now. I think this is my outlook, okay? If you're making $20 million a year, you can afford to chip in a little bit extra, because the only reason why you don't need to have armed security all around your fucking house and people aren't coming into your house and killing you is because this isn't there's not a Ugandan warlord who's showing up to try to kill you and take all your stuff. Is because you live in this country. And if you live in this country and this country allows you to protect and generate the wealth of 20, 30, 50 million dollars a year, you're goddamn right. I think you got to chip in a little bit more. That's right. I think you do. And I think if you're a company, the same fucking thing. That's the real problem. So when all I hear this food stamp bullshit, and it's like, oh yeah, no, this person isn't your fucking enemy. The person who advocated for this is your fucking enemy. That's it. That's the real problem. And I know some people might not want to hear this because it sounds like the bad word, socialism. We have Social Security. Last time I checked, I think that's pretty good. We have a lot of social programs that are positive. Looking at anything that has any sort of wealth redistribution and then automatically categorizing that as bad is the most retarded and lazy way of thinking about things that you can possibly have. Obviously, it's retarded that you have people that are making enough money and they're making just enough money to get by, but at the same time, they can't afford fucking food. And it's ridiculous that people that are making no money can fill up their entire shopping cart with cheese balls. Like, I mean, really? Like, this is a clown world. It's a clown world. What is going on here? This would be solved better by reducing tax on income for lower income jobs rather than giving the government more agency on how much you get. Lower taxes on low-income jobs. Well, a lot of people get tax refunds. I mean, I think that definitely you could look at that. I mean, so I'm not against what you're saying, but I think that you should approach it with like 3 different directions, right? So yeah, you used to be in it. Exactly. And I was buying cheese balls. I was buying cheese balls. I know this better than almost anybody. A lot of these like quote socialists or a lot of these like, commentators on the internet, they've never been on food stamps before. They don't actually know what this is like. They have no idea. We used to be on food stamps. We used to be on these supplemental assistance programs. We used to have the medical fucking assistance program. We used to have this. We couldn't even afford heat in the fucking in the winter, right? And so like really, we were poor. Now, could it have been a lot worse? Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. And it wasn't, which was great. But the fact is that, I remember what these benefits did for me. And I'm never going to roach out on the people for these benefits. I'm never going to say, and I'm even going to go a step farther. I think it's okay if they want to buy cookies with food stamps because in my opinion, it's just cookies, man. Let a person have a little bit of dignity. Really. Let them have a little bit of fucking dignity. They want to buy cookies and fast food. Why make them live like that? People don't have the choice. Yeah, let them have a little bit of... This is America. This is the richest country in the world. Let them buy the fucking cookies. It's all right. We've got enough cookies to go around. We do. There's no reason we got to be rationing out cookies. That's what I think. Somebody wants to be fat. They need to do better. Not the richest. Well, yeah, I think so. I do. I think so. That's where I'm at. We don't need cookies. Yeah, there's a lot of things you don't need, but you want them because it makes you feel good. It makes you happy. And feeling good at being happy, I think that's nice. And I want to have a world where that happens. I don't want people to live like fucking slaves. There's no reason for that. There's no justification for that at all. We got so much money. This is the wealthiest country in the world by a mile. Junk food is a privilege. You're goddamn right it is. You're goddamn right it is. And you know what else is a privilege? Being a fucking American. And that's why I want them to have both of them. That's right. And I used to buy it, and I'm never going to go back on that because I did it myself. I did it myself, and it made me feel good, and I enjoyed it, and it made me happy. I know how it made me feel, and I'd want to make sure other people have the same thing. It's literally that simple. So yeah, and not all Americans are equal. No, of course not. But the law should treat them that way, and that's the difference, right? And so anyway, you got a lot of people.
I want to come on here and say to you people,
what is this?
That be standing in front of the stores and the Good Samaritans and all of that. When November 1st come, and if they don't uplift this shutdown for these SNAP benefits, I'm gonna need y'all to mind y'all business. Please mind y'all business.
They're gonna try and run out with the food.
Those people, they trying to feed their kids, and
they're gonna run out.
They trying to go home and just feed their kids. And I would,
yeah,
I would hate for you to not be able to make it back to your family, and for you to not be able to make it back home because you trying to save these billionaire companies. You hear me?
Nah, that's not the way to look at it. You can't steal out of a store. You can't steal out of a store. Because if everybody's stealing out of the store shuts down, and then all the people that are working at that store in the community don't have a job. Like, a store can't work if everybody just walks out without paying for the food. Like, I mean, really, what are we talking about, right? Like, there's food deserts. There's all kinds of examples of this.
Of their funds when they actually have insurance on every box of macaroni in there.
The insurance, this is the insurance. They think that, bro, the insurance grows on the insurance tree. See, this is the kind of shit, guys, I gotta tell y'all. This is the reason why we gotta cut Algebra 2 out of the curriculum, and we gotta put in, instead of Algebra 2, we have to put in basic financial literacy. Understanding what insurance is, understanding a 1040 tax form, understanding statistics, understanding averages, understanding these things, and both, that's fine. Y'all want to say, I can compromise Algebra 2 and then basic financial literacy. But one way or another, you do not need to be graduating from high school if you can't fucking figure out what insurance is, okay? You can't. It's a problem.
So
it's a big problem.
Just mind your business and go on. And if you gonna be a good Samaritan and you gonna stand there and you gonna pay and you gonna do all of that, do your part. Do your part.
Yeah.
But for those that are out there trying to do what the fuck they gotta do, please leave them people alone and let them take that food back to their kids. Let them take that meal back to their kids. Let them feed their kids. Let them feed their husbands and their fathers and their mothers and all that shit. Don't have nothing.
I just realized that we're going to have so many videos in a couple of days of people trying to capture and stop people from running out of the store with bags full of food. If SNAP gets shut down, there are going to be people trying to run out of the store with bags full of food. And I guarantee you that, like, you're going to have all of these live streamers that are going to have, like, nets and, different things to, like, get them with. Like, bro, oh my God, it's going to be madness. Yeah. Can you imagine this? Yeah, like literally camping.
To do with you, because when all this shit is over.
Yeah.
When all this shit is over.
Yeah.
You either will be here or you won't. I'ma just say that. Either you gonna make it out or you won't.
Yeah, that's a great way to do things. Shoot the people that are trying to stop you from stealing things from the store. What do you think happens after that? Then you go to jail. And then who's going to feed your kids? These people cannot think more than like 5 seconds in front of them. Obviously, that's what's going to happen. It's so stupid.
Because people are not going to let you come in between their kids' next meal. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out. Just mind your business.
The Hunger
Don't
Games?
get to taking pictures.
It will be. It will be the Hunger Games. It will be. Straight up.
Phones away. Put the fucking phones away. What are you recording them for? So what are they supposed to do? They're supposed to let their kids just... You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the content in what is it going to be in 2 days? Oh my God. Because all the every trashy live streamer is going to be out there trying to capture these people like Pokemon. There's going to be like some fat lady running out there with a fucking grocery cart full of Crisco, lard, and Reese's peanut butter cups. And there's going to be like 5 live streamers. No, you get back here. Get back here, Karen. You didn't pay for that. Trying to run her down. Yeah, Tyler Oliveira. No, police. Over here. We got one.
Gonna go all into they supposed to just let their kids just go without?
Yeah.
Because the government is having a kindergarten argument? Get the fuck up out of here. Like, mind your business. Do what you do.
Yeah.
And go home. And lock your door. Because you're about to see the beast come out of a lot of people that y'all ain't seen people that didn't even know that
and she's right about this. And I always wonder myself, it's like, is this because if this happens and people do actually go ape shit, well, everybody's just going to want the police to arrest them all. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Because the moment that they start breaking into the stores, they start stealing things, going to people's houses, everybody's going to say, bring in the National Guard, bring in the military, bring in the militarized police. This is a PvP event, and we didn't sign up to be on a PvP server. We need to have some rules here. That's the plan. So maybe the plan. So this is Trump. Is this J.D. Vance and Stephen Miller's 300 IQ plan to put all of the poor people in jail? Stephen Miller cooked this one up, huh? Is that it?
They had that in them. If they do not fix this, you will see a side out of people that you didn't. You'll be like, damn, I don't even know that person. Yeah, get the fuck.
Of course, people are gonna be upset they don't have any food. Yeah.
Out their way and let them do what they gotta do.
That's right.
All I'm saying. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than the program. This is bigger than all of that.
Is a stupid plan then? No, you'd be surprised. Like, if people start crashing out and start stealing things out of the stores, and then the stores close, and like this stuff happens, absolutely. Like, you're going to see police officers outside of Walmart with guns. Like, we already have that here. Like, if you're in Austin, you know this. Like, you know that you know the ghetto Walmart. If you're in Austin, you know the ghetto Walmart. That's the Walmart I go to. There are like 2 police cars outside of that Walmart every day, all day, every night, all night. That's it. And there's going to be even more people there. We have a Hispanic Walmart. I'm in Austin. Yeah, and y'all know it's the one off I-35. And that place is fucking... there's dirt on the floor, bro. Like, they are ready. Like, one time I saw a guy try and steal broccoli. He tried to walk out with a bag of broccoli. And they said, where's the thing? He says, I didn't got one. He takes the broccoli. I'd never forget this. He takes that bag, bro. He goes, fucking throws the broccoli on the wall, and they tackle him. They get him down there, bro. They said, you are not walking out there with the with that broccoli, bro. It's not going to happen. And so, yeah, bozo fatigue. Yeah, exactly. And so, anyway, I think we get an S-Fan to tailgate the Walmart November 1st. You know what's funny? I actually met S-Fan at that Walmart. I did. Funny story. Ironic story. You bring up S-Fan. I actually met him for the first time. We met at that Walmart. Yeah.
And people are going to be loyal to their kids and to their families before they be loyal to who you are out here trying to do right. When most of y'all that will be trying to have not been in their shoes before. Don't try and wear the shoe, bitch, because it ain't your size.
Oh, boy.
That's all I'm going to say.
Anybody going and saying this stuff, it is just...
They don't think, like, as a theory or a premise that the federal government should be funding anybody's SNAP benefits. I genuinely think that 90 to 95% of the people who receive these benefits can go out and get a job or find some way to provide for themselves. And you can pull up as many statistics as you want. Just because somebody checks a box that says that they're incapable of providing for themselves doesn't mean that they actually are. And we need to start calling out this behavior more when we see it. The second thing is, everybody always says, oh, well, what do you do with the supposed 5 to 10% of people that you claim actually need these benefits? Do you just kick them to the side of the street?
You turn them into batteries to power the Neos so they can work in the houses.
Absolutely not. We have plenty of churches and organizations that do not pay taxes specifically so that they can help these marginalized individuals and these communities that actually do need this assistance, and that 100% needs to be their responsibility. I've said in multiple videos that helping people should not be the job of the federal government. Every time
I disagree. I think government should do that 100%.
Talk to liberals or Democrats, they talk about all these great things that the Biden administration, that Kamala Harris wanted to do, like universal health care and
didn't happen.
All these different programs to help marginalized communities, and that comes from taxpayers.
Listen, bro, you got put this shit on me, right? The last place I'm gonna trust is the Catholic Church. I was raised Roman Catholic, but I ain't gonna trust them for shit. You cannot trust a church. A church is not accountable. It can't be voted on. Yeah, can't do it.
Dollars. You are not going to.
I understand her perspective. I see where she's coming from. I just don't think it works in practice. That's all.
Keep taxing me to fund all of these things for these other people, and I'm not saying that they're not needs, but give those needs to the church. Start holding the church accountable for the things that they're supposed to be doing.
No, I don't. That sounds like a fucking that's a can of worms, brother. That's a can of worms. Uh-oh. So people talking about robbing the stores. Is this wait really?
It's funny, people are talking about robbing grocery stores because they're not getting their SNAP benefits. But if you're physically able to go rob a store,
no,
that means you're physically able to go get a job.
Oh, jeez. Oh, bro. You really had to do him like that? Oh my God. Yeah, he's doing it. Yeah, I guess so. Just said it. Yeah, the J word. Well, usually recently that's been something else, but yeah, let's see here. Said no illegal immigrants are receiving benefits. Investigation into this. I don't trust his word on it. I think that illegal immigrants are receiving SNAP benefits, but I don't think they're receiving SNAP benefits necessarily knowing that they are illegal immigrants. I think that a lot of illegal immigrants are using fake identities or stolen identities and claiming the benefits for themselves that should be going to a actual American citizen. That's what I think is actually happening, right? Or they're using a friend's identity or something like that. So it's one of those things that's true and not true. So, yeah, it's that simple. Witcher 3 music, fuck yeah, you goddamn right. No, in other social, yeah, you've got other ones too. Anchor babies, oh yeah, you've got that too as well. I've lived illegally in NC for 4 years and received all benefits. Okay, number one, self-report. So do they just give you the food stamps or what? No, because I want to know. I'm kind of, I don't live there anymore. Yeah, but like at the time. Like, did you just file the paperwork and say, like, hey, this is my name and I just want free food? He can't spell it. I believe him. He can't spell, so you believe he's telling the truth. Yeah, maybe you're right, huh? Illegals be illegaling. Yeah, I guess so, right? I'm in Brazil now. I got an individual tax number. IT number is individual tax number. So let me get this straight. So you were living there illegally. They gave you an ITIN number, and individual tax identification number, by the way. That's the term they use. And we were just giving you free food? Is this real? And they offered all... Why'd you leave? I feel like you had it made here, man. Why'd you leave? I'm in Brazil now. Yeah, what? Why'd you leave? You just need to fill some papers, then some other shit, and they gave you everything. Fake as fuck? No, look it up. My dad worked in this department, and no, they would do this all the time. And he regularly would go. My dad basically learned partial Spanish because so many of these people would fill out documents in Spanish. Yeah. 4 years ago was under Biden. Keep taking advantage of this. Yeah, why'd you leave? my dad was sick, or fucking based, bro. Absolutely fucking based Brazilian. There we go. Oh my God. And so W illegal, W leech, yes. And yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, let this guy back in. So there we go, guys. That's the way it really is, huh? How about that? Yeah, ABC always be cheating, exactly. And
42 million people, bro, I'm not gonna lie, with 42 million people losing their SNAP benefits come November 1st.
That's a lot.
And then when I look at the numbers of the amount of people and where they're from, I'm gonna say this is a much needed process, bruh. Because you're telling me of the 42 million people, only like 30% of that 42 million are actually Americans? And I mean 30% of the 42 million are actually Americans who were born here, who are disabled, who are veterans, who are actually people who literally and actually need this assistance. Because if I'm looking at this report that says 51% of the total number of people that are receiving these SNAP benefits are purely because of their religious beliefs, meaning these people are Muslims or from the
why would being a Muslim mean you get food stamps? What?
Islamic religion, Islamic countries.
No,
they're from Pakistan, Afghanistan,
it's gotta be bullshit.
Somalia, these places, and they are receiving these benefits purely because, for one, their women aren't allowed to work.
No
their
way.
Women aren't allowed
way.
to have
multiple
children.
No way.
They are 100% supposed to be home to cherish and nurture their children.
Bro,
their husbands.
I'm sorry, this is too much. There's no. Okay. What percentage of American of benefit beneficiaries of SNAP food stamps are American citizens? 95.6%. I mean, I feel like that's as born Americans, but I mean, if they were born somewhere else and they're an American citizen, they're still an American citizen. That's for 2023. I feel like there's no way, bro. Like this is
are allowed to have multiple wives, and with those multiple wives having multiple children, meaning they're getting multiple thousands of dollars per month. And if you think about it, it makes total sense why the Americans that are getting the pocket change, who are not having kids, and even if they're having kids, they got like 2-3 kids, and then their 2-3 kids are disabled, right? And then they're the ones making all the noise because they're getting pocket change when these people from the Islamic countries are getting thousands and thousands of dollars, and they're in a household with 3 other women that are filing for these benefits.
I gotta convert to Islam. This sounds pretty good.
As head of the household. So in the one house, there are 4 wives getting like 4 or 5 grand a pop.
No way,
they
bro.
have
Like, there's
4
no
or 5
way.
kids a pop, right? And their
read the comments on a video.
Just going out to these meetings,
there's no way
trying to convert more people. But at the end of the day, they're getting like $15,000-$20,000 a month.
No way
for the one household. And who knows how many bank accounts they have.
No way.
No wonder when I see these people going out on vacation, they're just so comfortable. And it's like irritating, but at the end of the day, this shit needs to stop, because a lot of these people came here, right? They came here seeking better, but then they came here to live the same way and the same rules, live by the same rules that made
who gives a fuck seek better now? You've come over here, you want a bunch of free fucking food, get the hell out of here.
Country turn into shit in the first place. And it's it's not just the Islamic people, because there are a lot that are from the Caribbean.
What?
From the Caribbean, who are doing the same shit.
Nah, I don't believe
it. And like
it.
I said, it is wild to me because they came here to seek better, but their version of better is to come here and lay up under these roofs and make these babies and live off of hardworking taxpayers.
No way.
The crazy part is the loud ones are the ones benefiting or getting the least of the benefits that are being handed out.
No way. What are the comments saying? This got to be bullshit. This is 100% bullshit. Why are there 40 people? I'm not sure this person understands per capita. Okay, 30% of the SNAP Americans, this is 90% of households have at least one U.S. citizen. At least one. 51 are Muslim immigrants. Exploiting the system through polygamy is not supported by. Yeah, so there's no way, bro. Like,
what the socialist with a Nazi tattoo is saying at his town halls. In 2019, America was spending less than $70 billion.
Nah, there's no way. Like, he's full of shit. I don't believe this. This is literally a lie. Undocumented immigrants are not eligible for SNAP benefits. It's not being issued to them. Yeah, I'm sure like they probably, again, used to steal identities or something like that. Like, there's no, dude, like, is that's crazy, right? I mean, that is insane. Let's see here. He's trying to sue them. Oh, boy. What is this? There's one more of these. People are getting mad about.
You know what's cheaper? I don't care if I get canceled. But as an EBT mother on a budget of $300 to $400, even when I only had $200, you know what's cheaper than a $3 pack of Little Debbie snacks? A 50-cent can of fucking green beans, okay? You know what's cheaper than 3 packs of soda? A bunch of cans of 50-cent cans of vegetables, okay? You know what's cheaper than the $150 you spent on chips, sugar, soda, all of that shit?
What?
Buying a bunch of meat. Because the amount of snacks that you bought are enough to last you 2 weeks. And the amount
This is what my mom would do. We would go to Sam's Club, and she would only buy me snacks that she had trouble lifting the box. Because I said, can we get this? And she says, let me hold it. And she picks it up. She's like, nope, it's too light. Put it back.
Meat that I bought is enough to last me the entire month of November while I wait for food benefits to fix themselves.
Yeah.
You can stock up on pasta. You can stock up on staples, okay? Look at that. After buying all healthy foods to ensure that my children are having as less problematic foods in their diet as possible, look at the money I have left over for snacks.
There's plenty.
We got cookies, we got baked cheddar, whatever the fuck these are, pretzels, a bag of fruit snacks, and saltine crackers. And you know what my children don't complain about? Mom, why can't we have cake and ice cream and sugar all the time? I don't give a crap. I don't think children should starve, but I don't think children should be being fed poisonous shit all the time because parents want to boo-hoo over the fact that they're not willing to get their lives in order. And obviously I'm not talking about disabled, obviously I'm not talking about elderly, and obviously I'm not talking about the parent that just lost her husband and now has to do it on her own. Obviously I'm not talking about people who got raped and had to take care of a kid that was forced upon them.
Oh my God.
So don't make it into that. My children are so health conscious that I can let them have their whole Halloween bag of candy in their room, and they only limit themselves to a piece a day. They're not super dependent on sugar.
Wow.
They don't freak out because I don't give them the bag of chips. It's all about how you raise your child. The reason your kid wants...
Jesus, man. Like, she's cooking. Oh, my God. She lied? I mean, yeah, that's a good way to look at it, right? It is. And...
Bitch money on my... And they done gave the wrong bitch money on my mama. On my mama, bitch. I'm gonna show you how to do it, ho.
See, this is the reason, bro. This is the reason why everybody is getting tired of the fucking food stamps, is they see people and...
Your SNAP benefit. Dear nieces and nephews, if a news station comes up to you and they want to interview about losing your SNAP benefits, decline the interview. If I see you on a news station, I'm going to find you and we're going to have us a good old come to Jesus moment with Auntie. They are using us. They want to make the narrative that black people are so worried about losing SNAP benefits like we're the...
Bro, this shit is all over Instagram. This is all over TikTok. Yes.
Ones who get the most in SNAP benefits, and we're not. White women are. And the people who are going to crash.
I don't know about per capita, but like, I mean, I think that probably as like a direct number, that's probably true.
Crash out when November 1st happens and they can't swipe their card and it says insufficient funds on their cards are going to be the white folk, not the black folk, because we used to struggling. We used to struggle. We used to going to the church and getting food. We used to having community and people having a garden and showing up and making sure that families don't go without.
Is that right?
These other people ain't used to that. They're not about that life. So they're going to be the ones, not just saying that we ain't going to hurt, but we know how to navigate these waters.
Only black people know how to go to a church? Like, this seems a little bit retarded, right? But, you know, that's the way it is. And let's see if I can find any more of these. But, yeah, now I get SNAP benefits a necessity, people abusing it, and are being cut, not even make a bread from scratch. Damn, man. Like, it's just getting $3K in EBT and I have 7 kids. Okay, we get one more.
Okay, you guys, yes. I am a mother of 7 kids. 7 kids. I had my first child at 14 years old. Yes, I had my first child at 14 years old. I do not regret it. He is well, healthy, and he's 19 right now. God, praise God. Yes, you guys, I have 7 kids, 7 different baby daddies. Yeah, 7 different baby daddies. I heard it. You heard it right here. 7 different baby daddies, 7 kids. Had my first child at age 14. Yes, and
I probably went to high school with this girl. Like, there's like 20 of these girls in my high school.
I do receive $3K, $3,000 in EBT food stamps. Yes.
These people are doing, like, this is the thing, is like, people will see this video and they'll just want to turn off the food stamps. That's the thing, bro. People see this video and they just want to turn off the food stamp. They say, nope.
Happy. We are so blessed. We are very thankful. Yes, we are happy where we're at in life right now. We are happy. Yes, we are happy. Yes.
14.
Like I said, it's going to be haters. You know, people going to be jealous and all that. Y'all can keep y'all little comments. But at the end of the day, my kids are taken care of. That all that
7 fucking kids. Oh my God. And this is it. Federal food SNAP benefits. Yeah, there it is. This time after a lot of MAGA folks realize this is what the party always about. I mean, this is it, man. This is it. People are losing their fucking mind. And
am I a bad person because I got a little smile on my face when I found out that 42% of the people that receive SNAP benefits are white people in red states?
Doesn't that mean that most of them are minorities, though? Like, what the hell's wrong with these people, bro? Like, where do they come from? Oh my God. Yeah, this is insane, man.
You're going to have to... Okay, y'all. Y'all going to want to hear this. Because this is coming November 1st. If you are receiving SNAP EBT... by November 1st, you're going to have to start working 80 hours a month just for you to collect your food stamps. So all that staying home, chilling, hanging out,
a month.
It's time to wrap that shit the fuck up. Because now you got to go to work. Okay? And this is not for the ones that are handicapped, you know, that can't work at all. This is for those young parents that are able to work, but they decide to stay home, be lazy, and collect food stamps and cash. Right? The taxpayers
people sell their food stamps for money. That's true.
Paying your rent and shit. But this is what's coming November 1st. Now, I don't know, is it because of the shutdown of the government? But I've been telling you guys that this is coming for a very long time. So now you guys got to get your ass up and go work.
Man.
And you can't complain. It's 80 hours a month. Okay? Not per week. A month. So you still get to chill. But now you still got to get up early in the morning. Take your ass to work. work for a couple of hours.
See, this is the thing. This is what's been pissing people off so much is they've been seeing these videos of these chicks with 7 kids, with 7 dads, getting $3,000 a month. And they have this shit happen. Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, we got to work part-time. Yeah, people lose their fucking minds about that.
It is what it is. I told you guys this shit was coming. And it's here. November 1st. So get ready. You heard it here first. Don't forget to follow, repost it, share it.
Yeah, we got one more.
Employee of the school district, I only get paid once a month. By the time I get my bills paid, I have nothing left to pay for food and other basic needs. If it wasn't for SNAP benefits, I wouldn't be able to feed my children or myself. I work, pay my bills, and like every other mom, I want to be sure that I have enough food to put on the table.
Well, she's probably sure about that, I'll tell you that. Yep. And so she would have aborted her children.
If I knew this was the situation, y'all may call me cold-hearted for this, but if I knew this was the situation that my children were going to have to grow up in, I would have aborted them as soon as I found out I was pregnant.
The only reason you had a kid is so you could farm this kid out for government money? Oh my God, bro. Like, what is going on? So, black people are threatening to eat white people. All right, I
just wanted to come real fast just to make this video, just to make something very clear.
We got to watch this one, right?
A white man. Black Americans do not care about your government shutdown, and Black Americans do not care about you taking away our EBT and our government assistance, because Black Americans never depended on the American government to take care of us and feed us, because we never could. We were never able to depend on the government in spite of what you may say and what you may try to force us to believe.
I want to hear the eating people.
So you can sit back and you can mock. You can laugh, and you can think that you're about to starve us to death. But I'm here to let you know that we are going to eat regardless, even if we have to hunt you animals down and roast and eat you. The delectable crackers and cheese. We will make it happen if we have to. Trust and believe me.
Shit!
And if it takes this government shutdown for black people to finally come from under the government and understand that we don't need to be paying our taxes into this government, what we really need to be doing is taking care of one another, buying land, and growing our own food and building our own nation. And this government shutdown and starvation is what it's going to take. Then let the party begin. It's Black Power, baby, and we rise.
I'll admit it. I will eat my neighbors. I'm not letting my kids die.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there it is, right? I mean, oh my God, bro. Is this what it's come to? This is where we're at now. This is it. And as I said, we will eat y'all like damn. And she wasn't even talking about that metaphorically, man. She would get in there. She was getting into the details. She was getting into the details on that. Like, damn, what the hell? What the fuck, bro? Like, resort to cannibalism before getting a job, I guess, right? Like, oh my God, 90 million people as the restrictions narrowing, which non-citizens can actually, refugees will be first to lose food stamps? Yeah. I mean, we don't need to have refugees here. We got people that can't afford food now. The thing is, like, every refugee that's on food stamps is a middle-class citizen that's not. And I would rather get rid of all of them and then get the middle-class citizens that are just barely getting by without food stamps, give them food stamps so they can live with a degree of luxury, right? That's me. I say get them the fuck out. That'd be the way I'd do it. Refugees are not illegals, though? Well, just get them out either way. Like, I don't care what it's just like, change the rule. Change the rule. If the rule is working against you, then it's not a good rule now, is it? And so that's it.